Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ip of RageQuitTV casting dKiller versus MoMaN. This is a BO3 of the Go4SC2 March Finals. This is round number 2, not game number 2, as this is the first game in the series. It is a ZVZ, and it looks like I got the colors wrong. I am known for updating the colors at the last possible second, and the game is lagging. There we go. Not sure what that was all about, but it looks like it has settled down now. It is MoMaN versus Killer, and just before this game, Killer was like, F this match, ZVZ is just so stupid. And MoMaN, he has a really solid ZVZ. I haven't seen Killer's ZVZ in quite some time. It was probably 2 months ago of the last ZVZ I saw of Killer, and it was against MoMaN. And I think MoMaN did win in a 2-0 if I remember correctly. So, Overlord is coming out for MoMaN right at 9. Killer also getting that Overlord. MoMaN is just slightly ahead of Killer. Maybe that was a 10 Overlord for Killer. We'll see if he pops 3 drones immediately. I don't think it was. I think it was just late on that Overlord, to be exact. Really not sure why Killer's build is just lagging behind a few seconds. But it is! And we'll see if MoMaN decides to go for a hatch first or, well, a spawning pool first. The map is GSL Crevasse, which means this natural expansion is so easy to take. I even see like 10 players just going, oh, let's just go command center first, because this base is so easy to take. Can't really be harassed early on. Can't easily get cannon rushed. It's so close to your base. You can pretty much fit them on one screen if I could take that UI down, but no, I can't. The new maps, a lot of those new observer tools don't work on new maps for whatever reason. I guess the hotkeys are off or something, but can't bring my interfaces down, unfortunately. The Overlord is coming in, sees that Killer is doing the same exact thing, and this may be kind of in the top person's favor, as the Overlord does get to this area well before Killer's would if he sent his Overlord to the right. So MoMaN does get to see the hatch first very quickly without having to worry about sending any drone out. We do have Killer sending his drone scout. I really don't like drone scouting in ZVZ just because it's kind of a waste of a drone. ZVZ is like playing drone chicken. It's all just a giant game of chicken. If you fall behind and you don't call him out, well, you better attack. You don't attack, you lose. You build too many drones and he attacks, you lose. So it's all about playing chicken, saying, you know what, I'm going to build a drone. Are you going to build a drone? And just trying to stay even through the drones, just playing that little guessing game of what does your army look like. And then early on, it can be like build orders or micro with ling blings, but that has actually faded away. You don't really see many 15-minute games of just pure lings and banelings. We do have MoMaN taking his guys off of gas, not getting any gas at all. Is he just going to be massing lings? It looks like he actually may just get a lot of lings out. Can't build any roaches without a roach one. Can't do too much without that gas. Is putting his guys back on gas now. Has quite a bit of minerals. Going over this harvester count, it is 22 to 21. And looks like it will be even after this production cycle. Really curious what MoMaN is going to be doing. Throwing down that roach one now, so just a little bit later on that, we'll have a lot more minerals as he kept his guys off gas for quite some time. And MoMaN's lings will have speed. Killer's will not, so Killer cannot attack MoMaN until he gets roach speed. If he attacks MoMaN, MoMaN will just run in with his speedlings, do damage to the econ, and then get back to his base in time. We do have an Evo chamber now coming out from MoMaN. And Killer, is he actually sending roaches at MoMaN's base? This could be, oh no, he's just walling off. Okay, not a big deal at all. The lings may start trying to take out these rocks, force the roaches to come down, break it and get a scout off, sees all the roaches up there, and decides to back off. We do have MoMaN going for a lair. Killer is not. What is Killer doing? Well, he is getting 8 drones. So this is that drone chicken I was just talking about. Actually, no, MoMaN is ahead in the drone count, just not as ahead in the army count, as he has 4 lings to 3 roaches. And Killer now getting his Evo Chamber. Still no layer coming out from Killer. Killer now just getting his gas. Or his second gas, I should say, while MoMaN's already had that gas for some time. You can see 2 forward, 1 6, so he's mined about 100 gas out of that one. And the Overlord just saying, howdy do, what is going on? Roach is still just holding the door, and we do have the layer now just coming out for dKiller. Another Evo Chamber is on the way, getting +1 missile attack, but MoMaN is way ahead of him there. Going back in this harvest count, dKiller is up by 3 drones. It looks like quite a few roaches are popping out. The vomits are going off on both of those hatcheries or layers at the same time. MoMaN very on top of that. It looks like this queen actually, nope, very, very on top of that. As I say that, there we go. There goes that vomit. So these actually aren't timed, which is a little bit odd. I'm used to seeing both players have that perfectly timed in sync with each other. As let's see, yeah, Killer, you'll see both of his will pop at the same time. Pop, pop. But MoMaN's, that's already popped, and this one's still about halfway, so a little bit tricky there. He's got to do a lot more base maintenance to get both of those vomited up all the time, 24/7, but it doesn't look like he's really missing any injects, as neither of his queens is really stacking too much energy. We do have a few roaches kind of moving out, and it looks like Killer wants to take his third base. MoMaN is moving out with a lot of roaches, but Killer is evening it up, 19 roach to 16 roaches. MoMaN's +1 will be is actually finished now, but Killer's will be finished just in time for this battle. But MoMaN will have the speed, get that insta concave. But dKiller already splitting up his units, so the speed is not going to make too much of a difference, except MoMaN can retreat, sending in even more roaches. And taking his third base. 44 drones to 45 drones. It's amazing how even these players stay on the drone count. And MoMaN doing some damage to this hatchery. It looks like Killer is just going to let that go down. MoMaN could back up now and have a lead. Killer does not want to engage here because, well, the concave will be in MoMaN's favor. And MoMaN does not want to engage because, well, the concave is in Killer's favor. I don't know why he took that down. Takes away that huge concave advantage. And MoMaN just realizing, oh, yep, +1, 2. So he is going to retreat, sees that roach count higher, but MoMaN does have speed, so he can easily get away. MoMaN's +2 is about halfway done, still just building lots of roaches. Will have that third hatchery, which gives him extra lava. Killer behind now that hatchery has been forced to be canceled. And it looks like Killer is just going to take out these destructible rocks, making the distance between his and MoMaN's base extremely short. MoMaN looks like he is doing some type of concave, and he does see this coming with his Overlord. And MoMaN right now will have that great concave on Killer, and Killer is forced to go up this ramp. Well, he will have the concave, so this is all a battle of positioning. Who gets the better position? And MoMaN just wants to hold this off till he can get +2. Does have that positional advantage, does have a reinforcement advantage, as he can build units faster. And right now in this worker army count, you see 30 to 28. So it looks like MoMaN is in the lead, but Killer had a better position right there. Now MoMaN has the better position. Again, this battle is all about positioning. MoMaN's +2 is about to be finished in about 5 game seconds. His +2 finishes, and he'll do a lot more damage. Killer has to retreat. Looks like a few roaches may just get picked off in the retreat. Yes, there goes one. Another one could be next. +2 is now done for MoMaN. So he can do a lot more damage. A lot of his roaches were injured in the front line. Some of them go down. Should just turn around and attack. Going over this army supply, it does look like it is in MoMaN's favor. And the income is exactly the same. 53 drones to 53 drones. Killer now has his third base up. And what is MoMaN doing with these two roaches out in the middle of nowhere? And a thing to keep a note, Killer never got his Ling speed. So he'd be very susceptible to Ling run-bys. And looks like he is spreading his creep out now. This queen has a lot of energy. Let's go to this queen. 38 energy, 44 energy. So he's missed a few. Let's look at MoMaN. 80 energy, 63 energy. So it looks like both these players are starting to miss some of their creep injects. And Killer does get that infestation pit well before MoMaN's. I don't even see his out or started. So the infestors can play a huge role in these Roach battles as they did just get a buff. MoMaN is going into attack now. The +2 has just finished for Killer just in time. And Killer starting ground camp pace level 2. MoMaN does not have that, so Killer actually has the upgrade advantage here. Pulling his queen could do some transfuses. And doesn't look like he will. MoMaN is forced to retreat. It actually looks like MoMaN is really far behind in this game now that he is behind on upgrades. And going to be well behind on that Infestor play. (51 drones to 58), so Killer leading the way in drones as well as army, as well as tech. Going over the spending tab, let us see. Econ the same, more in tech. MoMaN spent more in his army, but let's look at this loss tab. MoMaN's lost a little bit more. Killer is now getting two Infestors. Does not have that Pathogen Glands upgraded, even started, so they will have some downtime to get the energy to fungal growth. It looks like MoMaN may be gearing up to take his 4th base. He did just take out a set of destructible rocks. And if he engages now, what does this army look like? Looks like it's slightly in MoMaN's favor, but again, the upgrade advantage does go to Killer. And MoMaN is going to be sniping Killer's 4th base, so MoMaN not letting Killer get many bases up. Lings have joined the battle to absorb some of the Roach hits. And Infestor trying to get enough energy to fungal growth will not be happening. And I think MoMaN has a huge positional advantage right now. Killer falling back so he can get that little positional advantage. This Infestor still not enough energy. Roaches come in from behind of MoMaN, taking out a queen. And some of the drones pulled off. These Roaches are going to deal with them. And it looks like MoMaN's dealing a lot of damage, taking out another Infestor. This Infestor is really close to getting 75 energy, getting hit by this one Roach. Looks like Killer's reinforcements are going to come out. Is he in the lead for the army supply? Yeah, no, he is not. MoMaN actually still in the lead for that army supply. Going to this army tab, MoMaN well in the lead. Had that timing attack well just before the Infestors had enough for fungal growth. MoMaN coming in from both sides, getting a really good surround, and MoMaN pulling off a victory. I thought he was down that game, but managed to come ahead when Killer was trying to get his Infestors out.